I'll never forget that awesome day when my parents dropped me off at the local rink for stick and puck, and while waiting in line with my bag of coins and my equipment, I started chatting with someone in line. This was the first I've ever heard of a kid named Logan Stankoven. What was described was a kid who was 12 years old who could outskate some of our local Junior B team players at the time. About 4 years have passed since I've heard of the now Kamloops Blazer Logan Stankoven, and it's been real thrilling checking up on his status throughout each season, and every year contained more and more accomplishments. This year being the most I've seen yet. Stankoven is a small and speedy but strong forward who played mainly in the BCMML with the Thompson Blazers this season, but played a handful of regular season games and the entirety of the first round with his hometown Kamloops Blazers, who picked him 5th overall in the 2018 WHL Bantam Draft. Stankoven broke records this year in the BCMML, including beating Tyson Jost's record for most goals in a single season with 49, beating Jost's 44. He also tied Matthew Barzell's record for most points by a first-year player with 103. He may have played 4 more games than Barzell, but still, he's the 4th player alongside Barzell, Alexander Kerfoot, and Jordan Wheel to achieve a 100-plus point season in this league. I never got the chance to watch Stankoven play for the Thompson Blazers this season due to work, but I did catch him play in the Kamloops Blazers playoff home opener against the Victoria Royals. And for only turning 16 about a month ago, he showed great awareness and confidence at this level of hockey, especially for only being 5'8". Now that you guys have a basic knowledge for what he's accomplished statistically this season, let's hop into what makes him this dominant player. Stankoven may be one of the best skaters for his age I have ever seen. The first time I saw him play was as a first-year Bantam player for Kamloops in the annual Kibet tournament in our lovely hometown of Kamloops, BC. By the way, I'm just going to say, Stankoven did score the OT winner that won Kamloops that tournament back then, just a fun little fact. Stankoven's acceleration and top speed is something that is so far unmatched at his age level, as he blows by his opponents with such ease, often putting himself onto breakaways and dragging defending opponents out of position. To go along with his tremendous speed is a crazy shot. You don't just pick up 49 goals in the BCMML with a mediocre shot. Stankoven's shot is something you usually would need a license for in most provinces. This thing's a bullet. A lot of Stankoven's goals I find come off of the wing after breaking by defenders with his elite skating, or just finishing an easy breakaway, once again, abusing his speed to make his way around opponents. Although I've seen him on the power play and he likes to set up in Ovi's spot, and the shot will definitely get harder as time comes, but just like most top tier players, Stankoven picks the right spot every time. Stankoven also views the game at such a mature level, often making the right plays, finding his teammates. I don't have a ton of evidence of it in the highlight packages on the internet, because I don't know, it's tough to come by. But even in the game I saw him play live, excluding one mistake he made, he easily keeps up with players that are up to 4 years older than him. Stankoven always keeps his head up and didn't ever veer away from gritty situations along the boards, showing what great confidence he has without the puck. Obviously, I cut him a bit of slack in the WHL games because he's playing in front of his hometown where nearly 6,000 people have their eyes specifically on him. Finally, I'd like to say Stankoven reminds me a lot of a player like Nathan MacKinnon. The two both deliver impeccable skating to the table and have high sets of hockey IQ. They also both possess a lethal right-handed shot that causes nightmares for any goalie they're up against, especially since MacKinnon was a lot smaller when he was younger too, and Stankoven easily has 4 more years of growing on him. He could easily reach something about 5'11", 200 pounds, and reach a similar stature that to MacKinnon. I'm really excited to watch the Blazers next season, and keep a better eye on Logan Stankoven as he ventures on in his hockey career. I can't wait to see what his future withholds. Either way though, leave your opinions on Stankoven down below, and maybe leave some prospects you'd like to see me cover next. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and go Blazers.
Tim, and the Blazers are away. Stankoven maybe a 2-on-1, Centazzo 3-on-2. There's the pass, it's in. Stankoven redirects it home and scores for the Kamloops Blazers. His first goal here in the